And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his... Guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Come on. Hey, Japanese,
And they'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Left side to Lamb. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Jackson now. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion left is Beckham. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 65 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Smith in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Jacobs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and run it up the middle. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Jackson on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Odafe Owe, his 2nd sack of the night. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Jackson. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Smith will come in motion right. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. To the left side and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Lamb in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Whitney merciless. Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st down, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
In motion right is Smith. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They still can't get him. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 28-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Jackson, the man in motion right. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider... Does the big boy have the juice? Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
That strong return is setting them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the drive with Evans. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, here's Jackson. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A